My name is Deborah Curtis and I live in the countryside in England in between Swindon and Oxford, a really teeny little village called Friedman. I just remember first of all doing a beginner's course in Brighton in England. It was a 6-week course. And then I left England to go traveling, and when I went traveling I knew that I wanted to find somewhere, a studio, a space. I knew it was something that was calling me inside, and I arrived in Miami and synchronistically found a yoga studio there, went to my first class, and it pushed too many buttons, and that was kind of it. That was the beginning of my journey. Definition of a yoga community. It's kind of interesting that you asked me that, actually, because when I lived in Miami, I felt like I lived in a really tight-knit yoga community where everyone was constantly living and breathing yoga and in conversation about it all the time and supporting one another. And now I live out in the country. I mean, I'm literally a couple of miles from a village, so there's not much happening. But I'm finding, coming out of the woodwork, or should I say out of the farmers' fields, in a sense, are TPs and healers and yoga teachers, and it's kind of, my community is opened up again, but it's kind of shifted somewhat. It's not every single second, day to day. Maybe I will see someone in the community, once a week, but it's still happening. It's still there. It's still existing. It's just at a slower pace. I'm offering yoga classes so people can come, and a lot of the people here in the community are just kind of like stepping out, just taking their first step in yoga. So just to, be there in the class, but also let them know personally that I'm available, and the others kind of like teachers that I know, to network and stay connected through social events or through workshops, and attending other people's classes as well. That seems to be the key here. I do use Facebook. It's interesting, actually, because Facebook feels like my friends that I'm connected to in the States use Facebook very much for business, whereas in England, Facebook is used very much for social conversation, more so. So it's kind of like finding the balance there. Yes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I sort of contact all my students or people in the community still using the old telephone. Maybe we're a little bit behind the times here in England. I would say to have a fantastic open day and night with 3 free classes and workshops, and then have a social event in the evening, and make that completely open to everybody in the community, and just really create a sense of, just a real sense of a space where people can just come and share and be and feel at home. And just because I think a lot of people, there's so much change going on at the moment. I think such a big shift in energy, and people are kind of like not sure which way to kind of run. And I think that people are feeling quite insecure, and there's a lot of fear being created. So I think just to kind of like create a space where people feel safe as well, where they can just come and explore and look at what's possible for them.